Hi guys, I'm one of the NT girls. Today we're answering the question, what type of woman are you and what makes you unique? For centuries, people have talked about feminine archetypes. These are patterns of personality and energy that show up again and again in women all over the world. Psychologists, storytellers, and even brand experts use them. Today we are going through all 12 feminine archetypes one by one. We will look at what makes each one powerful, what challenges each one faces, and how men and women respond to them. The first archetype is the innocent. She is pure, she is optimistic, she is full of childlike wonder. She represents hope and faith. People often feel calm and refreshed when they are around her. Studies show that innocent-looking faces are judged as more trustworthy. That helps her get support and protection. But the downside is she can be naive. She can be too trusting. History shows that many stories warn about innocence without wisdom. Fairy tales like Little Red Riding Hood are built on this archetype. Men often feel protective toward her, but sometimes that protection turns into control. The innocent shines when she keeps her optimism, but also learns boundaries. The second archetype is the caregiver. She is nurturing, she is compassionate, she is selfless. Think of mothers, think of nurses, think of healers. Psychology research shows men see caregiving women as loyal and long-term partners. Caregivers are often the emotional glue in families, but the challenge is balance. Studies on burnout show that constant giving without self-care can harm health and relationships. The caregiver must learn that taking care of herself is part of taking care of others. In attraction studies, men often rated women higher when they showed signs of kindness and empathy. It is powerful, but only when balanced. The third archetype is the explorer. She loves freedom, she loves adventure, she loves independence, she represents curiosity. Explorers radiate confidence. They often travel, try new hobbies, or chase new goals. Psychology shows that people who score high on openness are seen as exciting partners. Men often admire this energy because it signals courage and intelligence. But the downside is she can feel untouchable. Some men may see her as out of their league. Historically, the explorer shows up in myths like Artemis, the huntress. In modern times, she is the world traveler, the entrepreneur, the woman who will not be boxed in. The explorer shines when she mixes independence with connection. The fourth archetype is the rebel. She is bold, she breaks rules, she challenges the status quo. From Joan of Arc to modern activists, rebels attract attention by doing what others will not. Studies show that people rate rule breakers as more charismatic, especially when they break rules with confidence. Men often describe rebels as magnetic, but rebellion without purpose can look reckless. Attraction psychology calls this dark charisma. It pulls people in, but it can burn them too. The rebel shines when her fight is linked to a cause, not just chaos. The fifth archetype is the lover. She is sensual, she is passionate, she is deeply connected to beauty. She represents intimacy. Lovers communicate attraction through style, body language, and presence. Research shows men remember sensual cues longer than neutral ones. That makes the lover unforgettable. But she must balance passion with stability. The lover risks losing herself if all she offers is sensuality. In history, she shows up as Cleopatra, Marilyn Monroe, and countless icons. The lover shines when she combines passion with purpose. The sixth archetype is the creator. She is imaginative, she is artistic, she is visionary, she builds, she paints, she writes, she invents. Creativity is linked to intelligence and problem solving. Studies show that creativity increases attractiveness because it signals resourcefulness. Men often admire creative women because they represent originality, but the challenge is perfectionism. Creators often battle fear of failure. History is full of women writers, painters, and inventors who change the world. The creator shines when she shares her vision without waiting for it to be perfect. The seventh archetype is the sage. She is wise, she is intelligent, she seeks truth, she represents knowledge and perspective. Sages attract through deep conversation. Studies show that intelligence increases attraction in long-term relationships as much as looks. Men who rated women high for insight often saw them as more stable partners. But the sage can overthink. She can lose touch with emotion. Historically, the sage shows up as philosophers, scholars, and truth seekers. In myths, she is often the oracle. The sage shines when she balances wisdom with heart. The 8th archetype is the Jester. She is playful. She is fun. She is lighthearted. She represents joy and humor. Psychology shows humor is one of the top qualities men look for in a partner. Jesters make people feel alive. They lift moods. In surveys, men often rated women with a sense of humor as more attractive than women without it. But the challenge is respect. The jester must balance comedy with depth. History shows jesters in courts who spoke truth through jokes. The jester shines when she reminds people that life is short and laughter is strength. The 9th archetype is the ruler. She is confident. She is powerful. She is organized. She represents leadership and control. Men often respect and admire this archetype because she radiates authority. Studies show leadership traits are universally attractive. In attraction psychology, status and confidence consistently rank high, but the ruler risks intimidation. If she forgets warmth, people can see her as cold. In history, she shows up as queens, CEOs, and commanders. The ruler shines when she leads with power and compassion. The 10th archetype is the magician. She is intuitive. She is mysterious. She is transformative. She represents vision and change. Magicians draw people in because they seem to know things others do not. Men are often fascinated by this archetype. The mystery feels like a puzzle they want to solve, but the challenge is grounding. Too much mystery can create distance. Historically, the magician is the healer, the witch, the visionary. In modern times, she is the life coach, the dreamer, the woman who transforms energy. The magician shines when she blends vision with reality. The 11th archetype is the heroine. She is strong. She is disciplined. She is resilient. She represents courage. Heroine women attract because they show determination and grit. Studies show resilience and strength are as attractive as beauty. Men admire women who can handle pressure and still move forward. But the heroine must balance strength with vulnerability. History gives us warriors, athletes, and survivors who embody this archetype. The heroine shines when she shows power without losing softness. The 12th archetype is the Everywoman. She is relatable. She is approachable. She is grounded. She represents connection. Men often find this archetype comforting because she feels real. She feels authentic. But the risk is blending in. If she forgets her uniqueness, she disappears into the background. In history, she shows up as the common hero. In modern times, she is the best friend, the co-worker, the woman next door. The Everywoman shines when she remembers that being ordinary can still be extraordinary. So those are the 12 feminine archetypes: the innocent, the caregiver, the explorer, the rebel, the lover, the creator, the sage, the jester, the ruler, the magician, the heroine, and the Everywoman. Each one has strengths, each one has challenges, and each one makes women unique in her own way. I'm one of the NT girls, and this has been Secret Facts. And before we close, remember this: at NT Girls, we are always looking to hire new talent. If you have ever thought about modeling, even if you have never modeled before, this is your chance. We accept first-timers. We accept women who want to try something new. We provide professional photo shoots and professional video shoots, lights, cameras, makeup, direction. We help you shine in front of the camera. For the guys watching, you already know, ntgirls.com is where you'll find hot amateur girls presented in professional quality, not fake, not plastic, real women, real shoots, real energy. We are building an entire library, hundreds of shoots, thousands of moments, content that you will not find anywhere else. For the fans, it is entertainment. For the models, it is opportunity, a chance to grow, a chance to build confidence, a chance to earn money and be seen. If you want to become part of this project, apply at ntgirls.com. And if you just want to watch, support, and enjoy, you will find everything there as well. This is Secret Facts, presented by the NT Girls, and this is just the beginning.
Go to ntgirls.com. N as in Neil, T as in Thad.
NT Girls.
ntgirls.com.
NT Girls.